Yeah, I'm off a couple days. Yay, yay. So excited. My birthday's coming up. Yay. This is probably be out by the time my birthday is here, but that's okay. Belated birthday. Anyways. Alright. Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are going to do, what month is it? November's favorites and fails. More favorites than there are fails, and we have some in-between products as well. So if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure you stay tuned for November's favorites and fails. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning, I greatly appreciate the continued love and support. If you get any value out of this content, make sure you give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications, that way you're notified of my content. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Otherwise, we are going to go ahead and get started with November's favorites and fails and the in-betweens. So stay tuned. Alright, well, I'm horrible about this, but hello, I'm Coralie. Welcome to Coralie Rose Beauty, where we do makeup reviews, unboxings, a little bit of lifestyle content, but mostly eyeshadow palette reviews and some highlighters, because those are two of my favorite things. But I won't sing to you, so I'll save you that. But anyways, if you enjoy that content, make sure you come back and catch out some more videos. Yay! Okay. But anyways, for this month's favorites, alright, so one thing that I definitely have to call out, which I was pleasantly surprised, I tried out a new indie brand called Copacetic Cosmetics. This is a cute little adorable palette of theirs called Caffe Mocha. When I tell you, it is like the most delicious coffee drink smell in a little palette that I've ever smelled, and oh, I just wish you could jump through the camera and just smell this. It smells so good. Oh, now this is totally my color story, and it's so adorable. Can you see the little indentations, the little engraved? Oh, aren't they so cute? So cute. Yeah, so I took a picture of this before I started digging into it because I knew they'd be gone, but they're little coffee cups with a little heart in the middle, and I think it's so cute. But anyways, you got one matte shade here. This one's called Mocha, and the rest are metallics. You have espresso, brown sugar, and whipped. But it is just the most adorable thing. Look at that, it even has a little mirror. But it's just so cute, and it smells good, and it's, oh, it's like buttery soft. Like, I can't even explain it. But these, oh my gosh, this little palette is just like amazing. So I recommend check out Copacetic Cosmetics. It is an indie brand. It did take a little bit of time to get here, but it was well worth the wait. But yeah, that is the little palette there of dreams and of smells, and oh my gosh, I'm telling you, if this thing was edible, I would eat it up. It smells so good. I can't even explain it. It's like the most delicious coffee drink, and it even smells. And I usually don't like scents in my, but you know, coffee, yeah, anything coffee, yeah. I love it. So anyways, but that is the palette. It is adorable, and that is definitely a favorite of the month. I've worn it a few times, and I just love it. Now again, you're not going to get a whole lot of different looks out of it, but just a one and done, easy on the go kind of palette, that little thing is just perfect, and just don't eat it, okay? Anyways, but yeah, but that is it. So that is definitely a favorite. Love that, love that. Another thing that I am actually loving for this month is the Ordinary Cover Foundation. It's called Coverage Foundation, sorry. But yes, I'm actually really enjoying this. Now, I had gotten shade 2.0 and found that it was just slightly dark. I mean, I can make it work, but I felt it was a little bit dark for this time of year because I don't have much of a tan. I didn't get much of a tan at all this year because of quarantine, but then I got a shade lighter called 1.2. They're both neutral undertones and mixed together, like 2 pumps of each, or just, you know, depending, that's usually how I do it, 2 pumps of each. It gives a beautiful look. Now I'm not wearing it today because I'm wearing another one that I'm enjoying, but I have been wearing this quite a lot lately because I wanted to test it out more, but I definitely recommend it. Now it's not the longest lasting foundation. I mean, it's not going to last you 12 plus hours, but I would say it gives a good 6 to 8 hours. So depending on your day, what kind of errands you're running or work or whatever you have going on, if you need something that's just very lightweight, very natural looking, doesn't even really look like you have, you know, foundation on, and something that's supposed to be good for your skin because it is a skincare company, then I definitely recommend you check them out. You can find them at Ulta, and I believe they retail for $6.90 on Ulta, which for a foundation, that's awesome. That's even cheaper than a lot of drugstore foundations, so definitely recommend you try those out. Another one that I've been enjoying, which I'm actually wearing right now, is the Born This Way Matte Foundation. Now this does say 24 hour, I don't know 24 hours, but I have to say it does have good coverage. It is matte, so of course it's gonna give a matte look, so it can be kind of drying. So depending on your skin and how your skin can handle matte foundation, I do recommend they do have the regular one too, which is more of a natural finish, so you could definitely try that one out as well. But I have been wearing this. I really like the coverage. It wears really nicely. It doesn't feel heavy. It's nice and lightweight, but again, it does have a fuller coverage, so if you're looking to cover up some blemishes or hyperpigmentation, that kind of thing, that's definitely a good one to try. And it does last. I can't guarantee 24 hours, but it has lasted me all throughout a shift, like a 12+ hour shift. So I do recommend that one. And again, mine is in shade Vanilla, which is a little bit more warm. I wish it was a little bit more neutral than quite so yellow warm tone, but I can make it work, so I definitely recommend that. Another thing that surprised me that I actually have been enjoying is this Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder in Translucent. Now, I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think, either Boxy or Ipsy, I'm pretty sure Boxy. But yeah, it's actually really nice. It has a little mirror in it. It has this little puff, so depending on how you want to apply it. I don't really like applying it with the puff. I think it's just too concentrated. I noticed you can kind of tell where, you know, like in pores, it just looks like you have powder on. But if you apply it with just like a light brush, it actually applies really nice. It has this little mesh screening in here, which I think is really nice because the product's underneath there. You just push the brush up against it so the product comes through the bottom and it doesn't make a huge mess, and it, you know, it's just nicely contained in there where you don't have to shake it into like another container to apply it. So I really actually have been liking this, and I'm actually wearing that today as well. So I do recommend that. Another thing that I've been wearing a lot, which I recommend, is this Kosas. This is their under eye concealer, and mine is in, if I can read this because they're always so tiny, it says 3.5, which is, I'm sure, some kind of light or fair light shade. This looks to have like a little bit of a warm undertone to it, but I'm wearing that as well right now. It's not a full coverage, but if you're looking for like a medium coverage, just nice and lightweight, it doesn't seem to dry under the eyes because I do have dry under eyes, and I have, you know, wrinkle texture, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't emphasize the wrinkles or texture. It sets really nice. Again, it's kind of a medium coverage, so it won't, you know, cover everything, but I prefer that because I don't like a lot of concealer. I don't do the whole under eye, you know, big triangles, whatever. I don't do that. I barely put a little touch under the eyes and then in the corners, outer corners, and that's all I do for concealer. So I like it nice and light. I have textured skin. I'm in my 40s. I mean, I can't, no matter what I do, try, I'm not going to get rid of wrinkles. They're there, they're going to be there. So, and I thank goodness don't seem to have too bad of like under eye bags and dark circles and that kind of stuff. So thank goodness I don't have to worry about that too much. But for my purpose, for what I like, I definitely recommend that. I like it. So another thing I have been liking, which I got at the Sephora sale recently, is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick, and this one's in Noah. Now I've heard Kinky Sweat, she had recommended this. I watched one of her videos months ago, but I was really afraid it was going to be too dark. So you can see it there. It is, I mean, it's definitely a little bit darker as far as a nude, but I really like this lipstick. I'm wearing that now, and I just think it looks really nice with my skin tone and just the natural look of my lips anyways. I think it just really complements them, so I'm really enjoying that. And I love the formula. It's like a creamy formula. I don't like matte lipsticks. Again, I have texture, and I just don't like that dry feeling, that crusty dry feeling, not my thing. So it is a creamy formula, and I really enjoy that lipstick, so recommend you try them out. They have multiple different shades too, so you can test out and see which one you like. One that I'm gonna say that was a fail. Yes, I bought this actually a couple months ago at Ulta, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. It's one of those like flick pens. It's supposed to have like a little point there, and it's supposed to be like a, you know, like the liquid type of brow. Now, I don't know, you can't even see it there. At first I thought it was like really dry because you're supposed to shake it. You can hear the little thing in there, you shake it, get a little bit of the product. Now it hasn't really dried out, so I will give it that, but as far as precision and actually showing up on the brow, I can't even see this thing when I apply it, and the tip is so flimsy that you try to do the little flick or whatever, and it's like it just goes everywhere. It's like by the time you actually get it to a point where it's going to apply, where the, you know, point of it is on enough to be able to see it, it's like it's just gone everywhere. So it's just a mess. So I do not recommend this. I don't like these. I'm just really simple with my brows. A brow pencil, a brow pomade. Sometimes that's about all I use for my brows. I don't do anything fancy. That's it. Don't recommend that. And I don't know how any of the other brow pens are, but I can't imagine they're much better. I haven't seen very good reviews on any of them, so Let's steer clear of those. Another thing that was okay, but again, I'm just not that crazy about is Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Super Nudes 6pan eyeshadow palette. Now, nothing wrong with it. It's just very basic, and for the price, I mean, I could get Colourpop matte eyeshadows that blend and work just as nice as this for a third of the price. So to me, I just don't think that's that worth it. And Charlotte Tilbury, this is one of the luxury palette of pops, Dazzling Diamonds. Same thing, I'm not that excited about these. Now it's supposed to be more of a topper, but like I could get a lot more affordable topper shades than this that have the, you know, same effect for a lot less cheaper, or a lot less expensive. For a lot less, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. but I would not personally recommend those, and I'm just not that impressed with Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows in general. Another one that I'm just like, nah, could live without, no big deal, is this Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. Again, I just think for the quality, I just don't think it's worth the price. I mean, I could get, again, a drugstore palette. BH Cosmetics has really good palettes, you know, for a fraction of the price. And then one that I am going to mention that is a favorite of mine, and again, just comparing to those that is all mattes, is this cute little ray of sunshine eyeshadow palette by Colourpop. Now again, you don't get the mirror, that's the only downside, but this right here, this thing's awesome. It's, I think, retails for $12 or $14. Again, I'll put all this stuff below, but I mean, I would spend the $12, $14 on this, have all mattes, 9pan eyeshadow palette, compared to this Makeup by Mario or the Charlotte Tilbury for a fraction of the price. So I would definitely recommend getting this over getting either of Charlotte Tilbury's or Makeup by Mario personally. That's what I feel. But another favorite here, which is another Colourpop, is this cute little The Child Mandalorian Star Wars palette. I think it's so cute. Again, a little baby Yoda. And I love this color story. I have to say, I've worn this a few times. I just love this color story. These kind of grungy, green, brown. I mean, that's my color story right there. I love it. I love it. So definitely highly recommend if you didn't get your hands on it the first round. They did restock, I think, on the 27th, and hopefully there's still some left. But yeah, if you can get your hands on that, I do highly recommend that one. Let's see, what else do I have here? Some more favorites. Gucci bronzer, yes. And I know I talked about this in another one. I think I talked about my other favorites, but I'm definitely still loving this. Love it. It's definitely not a completely matte. It gives a little bit of a glow to the skin, but it just applies so easily. It's so smooth. It's just beautiful. I love it. Another one that I've talked about too here. Sorry, let me get it where it's not so dirty and crusty, because you know these things just unfortunately show fingerprints like nothing, is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. And again, I think it's just the perfect little face palette. And you got everything in there, even a finishing powder, which I don't use much, but I just think it's a great little palette. Highly recommend it. Great quality, and you know, everything's so smooth and it's just beautiful. Love it. So highly recommend that one. A couple other ones that I have here that I've really been enjoying. Lawless. I got this little blush, and this one is in Desert Rose. I think this is such a pretty color. Oh my gosh, and it's very pigmented, so I recommend you go in with a light hand, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And actually, let me just kind of show you the swatchy here with the rest of my mess, if you can even see it. But so the very top there, I see it's so pretty. It's just this beautiful, I don't know, that color. It's just something that I don't have in my collection, and I think it's really, really pretty. And it goes well with a lot of the looks that I've been doing lately, so definitely like that. All right, two other things that I've been liking are these Pat McGrath quads. I have the, let's see, which one is this one? I hate that they don't have them on here. Anyways, they're part of this latest collection, Celestial Divinity collection. But yes, I'm really enjoying these. I actually have this color on now and this purple plum color. I really, really like this palette. I think it's so pretty, and it's definitely a companion palette for me. I mean, I don't really wear it on its own, but it complements so many of my other eyeshadows. I really, really like it. And then I do have the other one too. I think this is called Risque Rose is the other one. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but anyways, that one's not really a color that I would use, but these other colors are so pretty. You've got your brown matte there, you've got this pinkish rose color there that's really pretty, and this color is so cool. But I love this palette. These little quads I do recommend. Now, they're not cheap. I think they're like $58 a pop, but if you're in the market and you like the higher end products, I do recommend those. I think they're really, really nice. Let's see what else I have here. One that again is a meh, I mean it's not a total fail, but I could definitely live without it, is the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes. I don't know. it just doesn't really do it for me. And the pan, I mean, it looks beautiful. If you look at the pan itself, I mean, they're gorgeous, those. But once you like blend them out, I can't explain it, but like they're weird. They're either really, I don't know if it's chunky. I don't know. Here, I'll do a couple of the colors. I'm gonna do this bottom tantric one just to kind of show you here. Tantric, and then show you this provocative one. That one's actually a kind of a cool color, but again, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the texture and what it is, but yeah, like that one, it's so chunky. It's like just really chunky. And that other one is just really, I don't know, it just doesn't show up as much as you would hope. Another one that I want to show you, it just kind of looks cool in the pan, is this passion one here in the top. I don't know, it's just the way they apply. I just have other ones that have the same kind of effect that just apply better. I don't know. And then the color story is just so specific otherwise. I mean, it's like mauves and pinks and, you know, a little bit of brown. Like, I don't know. It's just so specific to have so many shadows, so many shades. I just was not impressed with it. For the price, for $67, I would pick up a Colourpop or some other, or an indie brand before I would pick that up again. So, sorry. Another one that I'm really liking, which I talked about, is Lorac. I've been wearing this Noir one. Oh, yes, out of all the ones I have, this is definitely my favorite. So I gotta get the little insert out of the way. This color story, that is the other color story that just speaks to me. Those like neutral to slightly cool colors. Oh, yeah, that's just such a pretty palette, and it's just so smooth. The formula's great, high quality, and again, $35. I'd pay the $35 for this before I'd pay the $67 for this, just saying. So, and then the Soleil one I do like too, but it's a little bit more warm toned. There's something about the colors in this Noir one that just spoke to me that I really like. All right, so I think we've gotten through most of it. I think the last couple things here, if you're in the market, you know, I know it's Christmas time, everybody's doing this shopping. If you have anyone in your family member that is into like perfumes or body sprays, that kind of thing, I do have a couple of recommendations. Sorry, I gotta grab the box because it looks cool. Anyways, I found on Ulta's website they were doing where you bought a perfume and then you spent over a certain amount, you got either a throw rug or a robe. And I was in the market, I was like, oh, I need a new robe. So I went ahead and got the robe, which I'll show you here in a minute. But Herrera, I think is how you pronounce it, but it's called Good Girl. And I think it's, oh yeah, I'm not even going to try to say it because I'm going to totally butcher that. Ude Parfum Supreme. Yeah, I'm always saying. Anyways, perfume, but it's the Supreme one. Good Girl Supreme. And oh my gosh, I can't even explain, but look at that. Look how cute that is. Is that not adorable? Oh, little heel. Oh my gosh. I mean, just the packaging alone. This is the 1 ounce too, so this is the smaller one just because I didn't need a big, huge bottle. I don't use perfume all that much. But I can't explain it. The smell of this has that smell that I've explained that I like before, where it's like an amber, but like a warm, sweet amber smell. It has kind of the vanilla hints in it, but oh man, it's so cute. And just that packaging. So this is gonna be sitting in the back, my little station back there, so it can be seen, but I think that is just so adorable. But yeah, and it smells so good. It smells so good. So if you're in the market, got that from Ulta. I think the 1 ounce retails for $76. So I mean, it's a little bit more pricey, but it smells so good. So I definitely recommend that. And I know I've already talked about it too, but it's Sephora, the replica. This is Jazz Club. Has a very similar notes, scents as the perfume I just talked about. So, you know, that's always an option too, but those are two of my favorite perfumes right now. And then in body mists, Bath & Body Works, they have their you buy 3, get 3 free. I picked up this Frosted Coconut Snowball. Oh my gosh, this is currently my favorite. And it kind of has that same underlying like warm amber scent, but more sweetness than the other stuff. I can't explain it, but it smells so good. Yeah, it says fragrance notes, Frosted Coconut, North Pole Vanilla, Winter Freesia, Snow-Kissed Woods, Spun Sugar. Yeah, so that, again, that woodsy, you know, that underlying like amber woods kind of scent. I love that, and that has that hint of that, but more sweet. But a good sweet, not like a, you know, I can't explain it, but it smells so good. Another one I really like here is this Forever Red. Somewhat smells similar. This one smells a little bit more maybe fruity than the other ones, more that like vanilla coconut underlying scent. Fragrance notes are fiery pomegranate, red peony, rich vanilla rum, oak wood. And again, has the same like woodsy scent there, and then little hints of like a fruity, like the pomegranate and red peony and that kind of thing. Has a fruity kind of floral, but not like a weird, you know, old lady floral scent. Anyways, but yes, I'm really enjoying these. So if you're in the market, if you're looking to pick up some stuff for Christmas, highly recommend both of these scents. I'm definitely enjoying those. So yes. And my all-time favorite is Love Spell by Victoria's Secret. So if you just ever need just, you know, to have one, you know, they're ready. That is my all-time favorite. I've had that one for 10 plus years and still one of my favorites. So definitely recommend that. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about, which I think is so cool. If you're somebody like me and you like single eyeshadows and you're looking for something to store a lot of them, you know, because after a while it just gets, you know, some of those palettes are so huge, or you have like, you know, 20 little, you know, 9, 12 pan palettes. I found these at Colored Rain, a website, which is a Black-owned beauty indie brand, and they are books, which I thought is so cool. So that is the packaging there, which I think is so cool. It literally is a book of shades. And so what it is, you open it up and try not to get you with the insert. I've got all my Sydney Grace, well, some of them, because I've even got more than this, but they have the little insert, which I could have removed, I just haven't yet, but it's literally books. Like, so there's one page, here's the next page with a little insert, which I don't know why I left those in there because I don't need them, because I have them marked on there how many, but it's a 96 pan eyeshadow book. But yeah, so I tried to arrange mine. I just did it like in kind of in color stories, like light to dark, mix some metallics and mattes. But these are some of my Sydney Grace shades, not all of them, but some of them. But yes, but I think this thing is so cool. I got it on sale. I think maybe regular price was $44, but I got it half off because there was a sale. I got it for $22. So I went ahead and picked up 2 of them because I just know I have so many eyeshadows that I will definitely fill it up. But this one is just empty. But yeah, so that's just what it looks like, empty. But yeah, I bought 2 of these. But I just thought that concept was so cool because, again, it's more compact, so it takes up less space. I mean, it's thick. I mean, that thing is thick. It's heavy, heavy duty too. But I just love the fact that it is like in this more compact design, so you don't feel like overwhelmed with all your shadows. So anyways, so I do recommend, if you're in the market, if you do have a lot of single shadows like I do, and looking for something to store them in that's a little bit more compact, easier to, you know, to store, then I do recommend that. All right, well, try to think if that was everything. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's all for the November favorites and fails. Weren't too many fails. I mean, there were some you know, kind of products, but definitely have some favorites in there as well. You know, Colourpop, gotta love Colourpop. They definitely always come out on top for me for their eyeshadow palettes for sure. So, and I have a couple more I think on the way. I've been waiting. One of them got misrouted somewhere. I don't know what happened, but I've been waiting for it for like 2 weeks and it's still not here, so I don't know. Their order fulfillment has been really slow, as well as their shipping. So anyways, it's something to keep in mind with the holidays coming up as far as trying to get your stuff on time. So just keep that in mind if you are ordering anything for the holidays for anyone. I would definitely order sooner rather than later, because give it at least a couple weeks before you get your items. So just a heads up. All right, guys, well, that's enough. I think that's enough for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoy these kind of videos, just finding out what favorite products are out there, things to maybe steer clear of and save your money on. If you do, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Make sure you turn on all notifications. I do post my videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. So make sure you come and check me out again. And everybody just stay safe. I know the holidays are coming up. Please, please be careful. I know you want to spend time with your family, but you definitely want them here around longer too. So just remember the long term versus short term. You know, want them to stay safe, to stay healthy as well as yourself. So just keep that in mind. But make sure if you are, make sure you're wearing your masks, social distancing as much as you can outside of your, you know, immediate family, washing your hands. And again, guys, just stay safe. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye. And then we go skating on the frozen lake. Dry down and be a matte, you know, gonna give a matte look, kind of skin. Why am I really struggling with words? So just get brow pencil girl. I'll occasionally use a pomade. I don't even use like the brow, shoot, what is that stuff called?